Whoa! Seriously?
Yes.
Customers trying to steal staff.
Yes.
You try to get your staff, like to poach them to their own.
You see customer, even people that you're in the same business with. Two of my head bidders that told me about this other person that's got their contact and said that, oh, you know what, how much are they paying you? I'll pay you double.
Welcome to TUC, the Unfiltered Creatives. TUC was formed from the gap I observe in our industry. There is no platform, there is no community, there is no place where creatives and other vendors can meet to rub mind outside a busy work environment. The absence of this community creates a situation where creatives and other vendors are unable to address their differences. There's absolutely no platform where people that have always been in the game share their experiences to guide the upcomings. This is what brought about TUC. I know we do a lot of work. I know we put out our best work. But do we talk? Do we listen? Do we have fun? Do we meet on a casual, interactive level? TUC is an avenue for hearing thoughts, opinion, and experiences. Personally, I believe as we speak and interact, there will be a shift in the energy in our industry, leading to the overall growth of our community. Hello everyone, my name is Tosin Josh, and together with me, I have Eniola as my co-host.
Hi Josh, welcome everyone to the very first episode of the Unfiltered Creative Podcast.
Yeah, thank you, Eniola.
And today we have two wonderful creatives here with us. Our ever talented makeup artist Onwaye and a very game-changing fashion designer, Bukola. It's nice to have you guys here.
Nice to be here.
How are you guys feeling?
Very well, thank you. We feel like on the hot seats.
Exactly, and you guys are removing me from the settings already.
No. It's totally not.
Introduce him.
We already did.
Oh, okay.
So Omoye, you had a class.
Why are you starting with me?
Problem.
Let's start there. Why me?
No, I just go. With,
I think because you guys are
with-
close.
I go with the flow, or probably because you're sitting next to us. Yeah.
These are the issues.
So you had a class in Ghana
Yeah.
recently, and I was there. I came to your class, and it was massive. And also, you had a class in South Africa, and then you just got back from Paris. I bet
That was a private trip.
I bet you're feeling yourself. At least I get to know about it. How does it feel like to be Omoye?
It feels very normal. I don't understand. It feels very normal. Maybe overwhelming sometimes, just having to think about 5 million things at the same time. But aside that, it feels very normal.
Now, how about it? What is really overwhelming? Is it the work aspect or the fun aspect?
Fun. Wow. It's been long. I stopped having fun working for a very long time. This doesn't mean that I hate what I do or I don't like what I do. I've just done it so much to the point that right now it's a chore. So it's not like, oh, I'm so excited. I have 5 people. I have 2 brides today. I'm so happy. No, I'm exhausted.
I think exactly what you're trying to say is probably now you see more as a business, not more as creative.
That's always been a business, to be very honest. And no, that's not true, because every day I try to find new ways to express myself, express my creativity. So that's not even it. I'm just exhausted and tired. So I'm overwhelmed, having to think about with growth. When you grow, suddenly it just happens to be that even when you set structures, when you put things in place, you put people to handle certain things, there's a burden that you carry that nobody can carry for you.
Oh, I get that. 100%.
So carrying that burden is overwhelming.
Oh, I see.
That's where it gets overwhelming. Besides that, it's very, very normal to be me.
Oh, okay. Well, because you said that, I'm curious. I would like to know how you started makeup in general.
You like to. Yes.
I'd like to get to know.
Okay. It was a very humble beginning, I don't know why people don't usually believe. Whenever I tell the story, people are always like, really? I don't know. I look like somebody that.
Yeah, you look like someone that came for money.
That's not that. That's not the case at all.
$30
So no, it's so funny. People always like, really?
Are you trying to tell us you're Lapo, babe?
Yes.
There's that
Well, it's
part.
not showing.
Yes.
There's no evidence.
So,
Actually, no
I mean,
evidence.
she
I can't
has
see that.
grown.
It's. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys can't see it. But I am not a. What's the other one? Nepo.
Nepo.
I'm not a nepo baby.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not. I started in school, 200 level. I went to Uniloring. I studied law,
Whoa.
and
Wow.
I studied law because I wanted to be a lawyer. So I just always knew how to do makeup right from secondary school, during inter-house sports, cultural day.
Are you like a self-taught or something?
Yes.
Oh,
I
that's
never
great.
learned
That's
anyway.
just looks like me. I taught myself everything as well.
Yeah, I'm aware. I know that.
Oh, seriously?
Sorry, I won't tell you guys how I know that, but I know.
Whoa.
Anyways, so in year 2, I just decided, you know what, I know how to do this thing. In my entire first year, I was carving eyebrows for people for free. Girls would come to my room, please help me, I'll do a lot of things, draw eyebrows. I used to go to class with a full beat in 100 level, like full makeup,
You see
brows,
why
everything.
everything.
So everybody was like, this looks so nice. So 200 level, I just decided, you know what, why not just turn this thing into a business? So I announced to everybody, I've been doing this thing for you for free. Now
It's
is how
time for you
much
to come and pay.
you will now pay. If I tell you the amount, it's ridiculous. I don't want to say
Very
it.
weird.
Back in those days, are there like few people you look up to?
Yes, I always looked up to Oshewa Beauty.
Oh, Shewa.
She was
I really
like
love
my idol. I would sit on her page, sleep on her page, and she used to, all her bridal looks, everything she did to me was perfect. She could never do wrong in my eyes.
Oh, that's
So
that's
her,
right.
Oshewa Beauty, Banks PM Pro, of course, and maybe a couple of other people that I cannot really remember right now. But yeah,
Yeah,
looked
I
up to them.
think when I started, Oshewa was actually trending. She was like the top dog in the
Yeah.
industry then.
So, Bukola, I mean, you've had how many years experience being a fashion designer?
I usually say professionally 6 years,
Okay.
unprofessionally 8 years.
Oh, that's wonderful. And with all of these years of experience, what exactly do you think is necessary to remain relevant? I mean, every time I see new designs, new fashion stylists, not even in the era of a lot of brands now, but what exactly do brands need, and how have you even remained relevant through these years?
That's a very big question. I think I would say relevance to me is constantly evolving and remembering your roots, basically, to be very core to your identity, because fashion is very fast. Fashion moves very fast. There's the era of corsets, there's the era of fully beaded outfits. There's several eras in fashion, and because you want to still remain very relevant, you have to be very deeply into your culture, into that thing that made you start, into your identity. Do you get what I mean? I'm trying not to shiver. Yeah, basically that's, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Like staying true to yourself. And so, what are some of those core beliefs that has just helped you over the years?
Saying my story differently. In how I create things, in how I create dresses, the stories are always different. So when you come to imagine, it's like a whole experience. Do you get? So even from creation, the way my staffs are very disciplined in how to attend to you, how to attend to clients. Yeah.
Yeah, talking about staffs. I think talking about staffs, it shows it shows that you have something different from regular people. It shows a level. It shows that you have years of experience, because not everyone that are talking about staffs. Because I know some fashion designers that are still trying to come up, and they are the They are the
Do
designer.
everything.
They are the boss. They are the one attending to everything. Now you're talking about worker. That means you have some level. Wow, how was it before and now? Have you always had people?
So you're taking me back to the very beginning.
Yes. So.
And even at that then, I would say that because strike, you know, that university strike that made you learn a particular handwork. Yes.
Oh,
And then my mom was like, you know what, you have to learn something. Because I was schooling and I was learning something, it was more like, for me, it was more like I was training myself to not be the only one doing the business. That's why even when I started Imagine by Bukola, it wasn't just, I didn't start with my face. I didn't start by wearing my outfit and be in front of the camera. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted the brand to be able to work on its own, to be able to create pieces on its own. I didn't want a situation whereby until Bukola wear a certain outfit, that's when you can use Bukola. Do you get what I'm saying? Or that's when you can use Imagine, basically. So I didn't start with that level. I wanted word of mouth from clients. I wanted people to wear the outfit and then be able to say these testimonies themselves, basically.
I really love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think
so
that's kind of my
So
my thing
I've
too.
always been the behind the scene parts. Even as a creative director, I always want my client to be the one that will feel powerful in the outfit, feel celebrated, not me.
That's actually great. I think now we are all forming humble beginning. And sorry, do you like to always be behind the scene too?
Did I like to be behind the scenes?
Yeah. Or do you like to put yourself like I did
I think
this?
I started when I started. I was not behind the scenes, but I would not say that it was what I desired. It was just how it was, because, like you said, then I was everything. I was the makeup artist.
Oh,
I was when you call the phone, I'm responding. When you send a message,
I didn't
you're
actually
the one.
mean to offend you by saying you were everything. It's normal.
Oh no, I get.
No, I
get
think
that.
what is mostly important there is growing out.
Yeah.
Of it, because some people never grow out.
Grow out of it. Yes.
True, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to.
So
throw
my
shades.
being behind the scenes then was I didn't have a choice. My not being behind the scenes, I did not have a choice. But now, I very much
Are you sure?
prefer.
I think
Honestly,
you're behind the scenes.
you think
I think
maybe
you've
because
grown.
I promote my classes.
Yes, so and you have to be.
There's
want
almost
to
no
do
way.
that. Yeah.
But if I could choose, if I
Yeah.
could choose and say, oh, let this person, I would definitely choose to.
I think
behind the
business is, I don't know, but I think for makeup artists, I don't think you can really be behind the scene because you are the one holding the brushes. Do you get what I mean?
But do you know that it affects us so much because it makes, you know how you are the designer and you guys produce dresses in your company,
yeah.
but the people tag us, they would tag me to the brand. So when I say I'm
You're
not
sending
available,
someone.
it's
You're
a
right.
problem. We struggle to remove ourselves. I'm very sure I'm not the only person on this table. Makeup artists, I know there are some that would still very much like to give it time. They would have to calm down because by the time you start trying to send a person to a
Okay.
client and everybody is saying they
You're
want
not
you, they
Arike,
want
you're
you.
not Omoye, you're not this.
No, that's the
Okay,
problem.
I'm thinking, do you think that we struggle to remove ourselves, or
Clients.
the client influence it?
Both ways.
I think for our own industry, I think for her is both ways.
Yeah.
The client wants it to be Omoye. If it's not Omoye, that means they cannot get her face.
But I think there are some people that I think they've gotten to a level whereby you can actually.
I doubt though. Most makeup
Yeah, like
artists.
Tara and the likes of.
It's just-
Tara and
If
these
you
other names.
except if you start a makeup brand and you just say
Yes.
you tag it something studio, maybe you just call it something, maybe
Okay,
not
okay,
your
okay.
name,
Okay.
just call it the glam room for instance,
I see what you're saying. I think
and
that
have a bunch of people who
Working with
can
you.
Who are
do
working
makeup
with that.
and you're just posting randomly.
you mean from start that you've not made
From
yourself
the
the
start,
face of the brand.
exactly. But once you start with Joy's makeover. Everybody is looking for Joy. Once you start with Susan's glam, everybody is looking for Susan.
Yeah.
So
That
even when you get to a point where you have people that some clients, right now there are clients that say, oh, some clients even like have some of my studio artists are their faves. Oh, I want this person. I want this person.
That's nice.
Do you get that? That's great. However, there are sometimes that even that same client can come and say, for this particular occasion, I want Omoye.
True.
Maybe on a special.
Yes.
Something.
Yeah, that was one thing I didn't want to struggle with at all. I wanted a situation whereby Imagine by Bukola can run on its own. So I didn't want to build it on my own identity, on my face. Yeah, that's one thing I tried to make sure that I separated from the whole business thing. Yeah.
I think getting to meet you, Bukola, I used to know you as a designer for weddings. Because there was a time that when I met you weddings, I was really doing a whole lot of weddings and all that. Then I started noticing, because I'm very observant. I used to try to observe things, try to remember things. Then I started noticing because I guess a lot too. So whenever I see any dress that is made by you, I know.
Yeah. So now I know too.
Especially those your white dresses.
Yes.
There's something about them.
Before I read the caption, I know an Imagine by Bukola dress.
Exactly. I'm not a fashion guru, but there's something I just see. How are you able to what am I going to call it? Should I call it consistency? How are you able to achieve that? The dresses are not the same thing. But I can see your signature without actually seeing your signature. How are you doing that?
Like I said earlier, I built the business not on my own face. So because I did that, I was able to make sure a lot of my staff members were trained by me. And then there's this thing we get to do every morning. There's like a stand-up call, a re-up section. There's
every morning.
Yes.
Whoa.
Every morning. I mean, the times that we work, Tuesdays to Saturdays. Do you get? Right. So we get to do that every morning, and then there's like another set of training every 2 weeks. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if you're a new staff, you will definitely get to grow with that particular whole process. That structure, that system is something you're getting into. So in 2 weeks' time, there's already another kind of, you know what, there's somebody coming to talk to you, and Miss Bukola wants it like this. CD, actually they call me CD. CD wants it like this. So there's that constant training. Do you understand?
That's really good, because I was going to ask Omoye that. So now, as an experienced makeup artist, what kind of structures, now that you know, like in hindsight now, how do you create structure? How would you advise like upcoming makeup artists to create structures that without them, like what's like, just if you're just going to tell like a upcoming artist that, how do you create like a structure that does not always require you, like some of the things you've just learned, it might not be 100% possible, but just things that you should just do that will just make them like have like a business that can run without them?
The first thing I would say is you need to give your staff a voice. When you are the only one, involved in every single creative process, it makes it very difficult to exclude yourself. So everybody that works for you needs to have a voice. So the first thing I would say is, let there be hierarchy at the office. Let somebody be, head of the rest, have your manager, have an operations manager. Let there be hierarchy in the office so that everybody can have a voice when they speak without you existing. And there must always be somebody that can always speak your mind. Let your manager always, if you're unavailable, let's say you're on a flight, a long flight, let it not be that the studio is on hold because you cannot be reached. Then you also you have to always put your staff, you need to put their works out there. I know that we always covet, because makeup is creative, but in a very personal way. I don't know how to explain it. So you at some point you might find yourself being very, selfish, wanting to hoard. But you can't do that. You need to train people that work for you. Like Bukola said, they were all trained by her. I'm not going to just pick up somebody and say, come and work for me, and I didn't train you. So I am going to train you. I think makeup artists, just open up your minds. I know it's hard. I know that people have shown you shaggy out there.
Exactly. I'm actually coming to that point.
Train your staff, and when you train them, train them to have your signature. They might not work for you forever, but while they're working for you, make sure they have your signature and put their work out there. That way you slowly exclude yourself and gain the trust of your audience.
Okay, that's actually really insightful. But here's the thing. Because of my experience with people, how do you guys manage to trust these people you're training?
Bukola. Because Bukola has an army.
Because trusting this, because there's one thing to train. There's another thing for the person that you train, this person that just came from nowhere. Sorry for using that word. And the person now sees everything, and the person feel like, now I can do this, right. So how do you guys do you think about this beforehand, and how do you handle the situation?
So it comes with growth. I remember I was like that. I was like, oh, you know what? If I train, they leave. But as soon as I realized that it's about the company, not me, not how I feel. So because I answer to the company, Max, for example, right now, we have Max, 2 production managers, 3 production managers. So if one is leaving, it's not affecting anything. Do you get what I mean? If 2 is leaving, 1 is still remaining. Do you get? And they are like, of course, their hierarchy, there's the head production manager, and then there's the assistant. So as an assistant, your aim is you want to graduate to that head production manager. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to take it back a little. I know Moye was saying, try and trust your staff and all. And there was this program I attended, and then the lady was like, you know what if I'm a startup and I don't have money to hire so much people or to bring people on board?
True.
Do you get what I mean? I couldn't answer that question very well, because to me, when I was growing as a fashion designer, intern was not a thing. Do you get what I mean? Like, even if you want to intern you still pay. Yeah. You still pay to want to be under that person. But I know that with makeup artists, I think interning, because they don't even know the makeup that they want to be with you for. So they have to intern for a while to know it. But if you want to work with a fashion designer, you have to be paid, because even if you don't know it, because it's about working with your hands, you can definitely pick fabric. You can pick lining if the boss is not there. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like there's always that tiny little difference, but it's still the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, I feel you. So, Omoya, we can hear from you too. You are trying to dodge away from the question.
I've been shown a lot of pepper.
Shege is.
In fact, there was a point I said, you know what? I don't want studio artists anymore. What do I need? I need a manager. I need someone who can respond to all my messages and calls, and, handle my appointments and my calendar. And I need a personal assistant that can just help me live my life with ease. And that's it. And probably just get like 2 people that have no knowledge in makeup, have no interest. Come, I'll pay you. How much will I pay you? Carry my things around, set up, set down. At some point, I said, I'm going to do it. Was the problem? What were they doing? They were doing exactly what the scenario Tosin painted, whereby you train and then
they will go.
And then they leave. Some of them will frustrate.
But they are very reluctant to work.
Yes.
Because they are still training. You don't put them to work, or they're not doing makeup for actual clients. Do you get what I mean? So they just feel like they don't need to come on a Tuesday. They don't need to come on a Wednesday.
They can just decide.
And as a boss in your head, you are dependent on, Susan is coming now. Susan will do this for me. Do you get? Yeah.
And when some of them will even frustrate you to the point that you fire them. Some of them won't want to leave.
Okay.
So their strategy is, let me show her Pepe to the point that she's frustrated, then she will fire me.
But here's the thing, from another angle, are you really sure? How do you arrive at they want to show you Pepe?
When you notice a person's behavior,
so aside from noticing, do you actually have conversation with them?
This thing is in stages, what to say. There's the one that they already know the work and they feel like they can be the boss of their
Yeah,
own.
that one. I'm coming to that particular
Okay,
one. That
because
particular one. I think
that
that
one have
particular one.
story.
That one is that one is classic, like classic chaos
Yeah.
on its own.
Well, there was a time I spoke to somebody
Okay.
because structure. Oh my god, I should not be asked about this. I'm a work in progress.
No.
But there was a time I spoke to somebody and she was like, what she did, she's not a makeup artist, she's a hairstylist. And she was telling me that what she did was she got people that have no experience at all. Probably just, there are agents that can just bring you girls from maybe Ondo states that, have nothing doing, rather than coming to be a house help in Lagos. I'll
Come and
train
learn
you from scratch. Do you get? So you provide accommodation for them and then train them from scratch and then they will stay. So according to her, that was her own strategy to retaining.
So how do you guys get to have that particular conversation? What started it?
I simply asked, I need help, please. I am, yes.
I actually wish a lot of people can do
Yes,
this.
I simply,
Like
you have
hacks.
to humble yourself.
Because I have friends that were in the same industry. We have friends, but we don't really talk deep about business. We don't really, let's forget about business now. We don't talk deep about struggles.
Okay.
Because being, I don't really, sometimes I'll be like, let's talk about friend. Like me now, I don't have friends. I have business partners. Perfect. Is he my friend?
Perfect is your friend.
How is he my friend? How?
I've known Perfect with you for many years.
Just because you know someone with me, it doesn't mean he's my friend.
Perfect is right.
Although Perfect is my guy.
God, that beggars.
Now my person. So I want to also quickly get to that particular part I was telling you about. How do you feel when you train someone from scratch, or probably you help them out, you pull them through, you show them the way, and this is how it starts. This attitude of without me, I don't think this company can move on.
Oh,
as
yes.
you said, they don't say it with mouth,
Oh yes.
but it's with attitude. How do you handle this?
Sorry, before you guys answer, there's some so that we can answer the question together. There's something I've also seen other vendors complain about online about like even customers trying to steal stuff.
Whoa, seriously?
Yes, I have a whole story to tell.
Customers trying to steal stuff.
Yes,
Like
yes.
they'll try to
I
get
think I've
like
never
your
heard this
people's
before.
number, and like they'll try to get your stuff, like to poach them to their own.
It's the customer, even people that you're in the same business with. I know for one that two of my head bidders had told me about this other person that's got their contact and said that, oh, you know what, how much are they paying you? I'll pay you double. Do you get? My head production, before I moved up to workflow. So there's one thing I do, I move staff a lot.
Around.
Yeah, because if you are in a particular position for a long time, you start feeling like, oh, that place cannot survive without you, right? It's something I learned like 2 years ago. So you start feeling like that place cannot survive without you. So instead of start feeling like that, you know what, now I'll just develop another name. Now I've moved you to something workflow, something this one. You get? Name will be
Bukola,
finished.
so sorry for cutting you. I
Yeah.
think we need to price tag this podcast because
Okay.
She's
You're
dropping
dropping
gems. Like she has structure.
like
I would
someone
say, like,
just
say
someone
the
just
name
needs
is
to
solid.
someone just needs to watch this podcast and the person's life is going to change.
Yes.
I'm serious. It's going to change drastically.
That's why I want to do a class soon. I'm actually looking to.
I'm really
yes,
excited
because
for that.
a lot of young fashion designers they just randomly come to the DM be like, oh, you know what, Ma, can you just do a class? We need a class. We need a class because what people see is the end product. They see a lot of outfit this week.
Don't see
Imagine,
the back end.
imagine.
Yeah.
How is imagine doing it? Do you get? So is that structure that, of course, I learned the hard way. I didn't start by having a structure, which is something I say a whole lot. Do you get? But because my face was not my brand in the beginning, of course, right now, a lot of people, in fact, this year, people will say they now know Imagine. But years ago, you cannot know me personally as the owner of the brand. So
okay.
because so it made me grow with the process, with the growth of Imagine. So as Imagine was growing, I was growing myself on the side that, okay, this is what I should do. This is what I should not do. Do you get? Because if I'd started by wearing the outfit coming in, I feel like I would have gotten carried away.
Yes,
because
very
guess what? I didn't
shy.
study business, something fashion. What I studied was child development and family studies.
Yeah, great.
So yes, so when I was doing my NGO work then, I was doing fashion on the side, but I knew that I needed to stop soon. Do you understand?
feel you,
So
I
it's
feel you.
growth. So I feel like that alone, it helped me grow with the brand, like on the side. I was not like, oh, you know what, under the pressure, I have to wear this outfit. No, I was under the pressure. The inside part of Imagine has to be better. And don't get it wrong, it has not gotten to where I want it to be.
Yeah, it's
Do you
still
get?
work in
Of course,
progress.
it's still, because in fashion designing,
you are-
you,
you are-
you
you are-
change one thing every day.
You are far from
Yes.
you are far from
Oh,
so
yes.
many people.
Oh,
And
yes.
Bukola, don't let us shy away. You were talking about the issue of betrayals. People that think,
Yes,
yeah.
Oh,
let's
yes.
let's just get back to that.
So I only experienced that on 2 occasions, and it happened to me at once, and it was
Two people at once.
yes, it was heartbroken. Like it shattered me a little, but it helped me grow. Because then I just gotten pregnant of my baby, Tomiwa, and I think it was like 4 months or 5 months, and then I just realized that the two people that like the very core people in my brand, they were doing some weird things, right? And one had to fire himself first of all. He had to leave. And then it was after he left, like let's say 1 week after, I realized that, oh, what he has done is a lot, like a lot of damage, like a whole lot of damage.
Stealing.
And fraud, proper fraud. It's not small fraud. Like
You collect
by the
money
time
in
we
their
got to the
account.
police station, I could see money, no jokes. Like it was, and guess what? Another thing I feel these people don't know is that because it's not their sweat and blood, they don't get to use it to do something meaningful.
Yeah.
And when he was spending this money, I couldn't even see. You know when you see that your staff is already getting final. I did not see.
You were
it
not seeing
in-
anything.
Buko,
I
no,
was-
ni-
yes,
ah,
Maybe it
relax.
was paying
I'm,
debt.
I'm talking millions. so.
40 bets.
And
Whoa, millions.
Yes, it now begged me to question, wait, how has Imagine by Bukola even been surviving if you can take millions? And guess what? It was because I was that period, I was pregnant and all. It took me, like I was always resting a little. So I started looking at things in total, like, you know, what's going on, this, that. So after I left 1 week after, I discovered that. And then my very, very good production manager. I mean, something like that was happening in the company, which I expected that she should have shared with me. Maybe, maybe she was, I don't know, there's that thing that they call, maybe she was scared. I don't know what it was. Do you get? And she had to move on to do her own brand and all. Very recently, to start her own brand. Very recently, she reached out to me.
Does she make clothes?
She has been trying to reach out. Yes, she makes outfits. She has been trying to reach out to me on several occasions through friends in the industry. But I needed time to heal myself because, I mean, I needed that time to heal. It was very important for me to heal. So recently when she reached out to me, it was my birthday recently, October 1st. So she reached out to me and then I'm like, yo, that's not what the case is. I do not hate you. Do you get? In fact, I'm happy that you're prospering. Do you get? I'm happy you're doing amazing. But what I knew then, you need it now. Because now she's saying, oh, she wants to know how to move in this industry. She wants to know how to do this. But then it felt like she knew everything. And she could have, do you get what I mean?
I think that's how this thing plays out
Exactly.
most times.
Yeah. So then it felt like she knew everything. And I'm like, oh, sorry. No, that's not the case. Like, I still love you. Do you get? Because you were not the main offender. Do you get? But I just needed time to heal. I just needed time to heal myself.
Sorry, Bukola.
Yeah.
This healing thing. She not only women they heal or men too.
I don't know about it
We
before.
fuck it off now.
Used to do guy. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys used to do a lot of strong, but we were very in touch with our emotions.
There was a
Yeah.
time me too I had to heal.
Ah.
I'm actually serious. I didn't discuss it with anyone. I had to stay on my own and heal.
Oh yes, I did.
They lie.
Over 2 years, I didn't discuss it with her.
Wow.
So yes, it was now that I just say, you know what? So what happened then is I needed to heal, because I've never experienced getting pregnant before. Everything was happening at the same time, and the business still needs to start.
I think I was seeing you during those period that you were pregnant because
Yes.
I remember we had a shoot at the Heart Hotel, and then all these things was not.
Yeah, my
it
pregnancy
all
was
these things
everywhere.
Was not showing on your
Because
face.
again, anytime, even while we're growing, anytime we make outfit for a client and the client is within Lagos, they have to be two of my staff members there to dress the client up. Even
Oh.
yes,
Without being a fashion stylist.
yes, and
Wow.
yes.
Do you charge for that?
No, so yes, we already started charging for it anyway, but I'm talking about in the early days. So even if it was me, then
okay.
I would not get any money, but I just want to make sure that the outfit
It's okay.
fits well, everything is fine. Because what we are doing is couture, is not ready to wear. So because you are doing couture, you have to be very particular. You have to make sure that the client is even feeling good in whatever they are wearing. Yeah.
I think this is how I started knowing like a very good fashion designers, aside from fashion, the people that are going to go far in their business. Because me, I'm a self-taught too, as a photographer, but I learn on the job.
So thinking of us as self-taught, wow.
I learn, we're all self-taught. I learn on the job. I see people that are really so particular about their dress. For instance, I'm shooting on set. I will be seeing the designer always adjusting the dress.
Yes.
Sometimes it's good, and sometimes it pisses me off. I'll be like, lady, we have time is going. This bride wants to leave, and you're here arranging. The later on, I get to see that these people are actually really passionate about it. How do I notice that they are really passionate about it, and that's why they are doing good? I get to meet some other designers. They'll be there sitting, and I see that the clothes is
You're the one that will call them to say,
See, if you see me arrange it, I used to arrange it back then, but now if you see me arrange it, I like the dress. That's why.
That's
It's
why
not
you
because of
arrange
you,
it.
because I don't like when I do something that is really nice and they give you credit for it. No, you sold the clothes, but I smoothen it out. Come and say thank you to me. So I would like to hear all my years story. That particular. But what the question we just had about betrayal. People that feel entitled, people that feel they are the one doing everything.
Maybe
It's
they've
not
been
you.
with
Let
you
me
for
see,
like
let me
1 year.
when did I really start hiring? 2020. I think 2020 is when I really started, or 2021 actually.
That's I mean, after
2020 because I was in school, so 20 all the way to 2019 I was in school. I had no one. Then 2020 COVID period, I just had, people that liked me and liked makeup, and they'll just be like, oh, when you are going, if you have any booking, I didn't have a studio, so it was all home services. So just call me. I'll just meet you there. I'll just assist you, and I'll just buy you food, give you money, transportation. Just make sure you are okay. So that was it. But proper staffing started, I think 2021. Towards the end of 2021, I hired one girl, internship. I trained her. And then my internships were paid. So I'm training you and I'm paying you. So that's the way it was.
Like as a business
Do-
owner,
do-
it's a lot.
Do you
It's
know
just
that,
a
do you know
lot.
that all my life I didn't pay to learn anything? I'm getting paid.
You've been getting paid.
All my stage
Wait,
of
what do you-
photography. Like stage of learning.
Did you
photography.
ever intern with anybody?
Nope.
Oh,
I've
wow.
always gone as an what was it called, employer. I would go and apply for the job. There was a time my first job that I applied for in PH. I told them because I used to see people
What kind
do
of job?
these things.
Apply for the job.
No, for photography job in a studio.
Oh,
Yeah. I actually told these people, I said, I know all these things. I can do photo book. I can do this. The guy said, So not knowing that they are actually desperately looking for people. And they didn't write it outside that they're looking for people. I just saw the place. I said, this is a very nice studio. And I entered. I see that it's 2 rooms. I've never seen all this softbox before. I work here. And I wanted to leave leave the house because I'm just always in the house. And being in the house, they turn you to
Something else.
I'll be like, I'll find work. And once I find work, like all this disrespect, we stop.
and
Yeah.
So I went there to do interview and all of that. Then the next day, that I was supposed to come and do practical. After I've made mouth, I can do this, I can do that. I used like 2 hours. This is how that guy used to do it now. Why am I not getting it? The guy just said, you know what? I see that you are trying. We're going to brush you up. You can start tomorrow. That's how I got my job. And that's how I've been getting paid. Although the pay is 10K after 1 month. At least I'm still getting paid.
it's something.
Yeah, so you can get back to your story.
So the agreement was of course, there was no signed agreement. It was just word of mouth. Okay, I'll train you for 3
And you're
months.
loyal.
Just
I was
imagine.
about asking that. Oh, because you have a law background, like,
Did
did
it
you
influence
did it
your
help you?
business?
Because
It
for
was
me-
after law school that I now started. So this was before
Before
I
law
completed
school.
law
Okay,
school.
okay.
Nice.
So that was when I now clocked it that okay, I have to do this thing. After the internship now, the internship ended in December. So we already arranged. So from January, you are my studio artist. You start working. This is how much I'll be paying you. 3rd of January, just got a message from
Time's
her.
up.
I want to thank you so much.
And I want to thank you so much.
I just
She
want
had it
to
all
say,
planned out.
I just want to say thank you so much for
being a
everything.
kind woman.
You are so.
You're one of a kind.
And may God continue.
Oh, God.
I said, oh, my father. Okay, cool. Me, I'm a hard guy on the outside, so I brushed that one off. No wahala, no problem. I trained her. Oh, she went carried my signature. Go. If you know how many, there are so many. Oh.
That was what year? But you're not the same person now this year. Do you get what I
Yes.
mean? That's one thing they don't know. They don't know that we tend to invest in ourselves a lot for the brand to grow.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they will not expect that thing that they had
They
learned
learned from you.
then
Is
will now
what you
retain
would
like
feel.
this.
Yes,
You will
till
not
now.
feel like that till then. Imagine if she was still like that till now. Do you get?
So I mean, because that was the first time somebody did, of course many others have happened after that, but that one just opened my eyes to so many things. Like number one, there must be an agreement.
Yeah.
There must be an
Very
agreement.
important.
There must be an agreement. However, I put it to you.
They can still.
Even with the agreement.
I put it to you.
Even with the agreement.
Yes,
OMG.
100%.
See, even if 2
100%.
judges are in front of you people,
Yes.
they'll still do the way they
So
want to do.
I think right now I'm sorry that the podcast has to be driven in this way, but
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I'm very spiritual.
I know that.
There's
You're always preaching.
there right now I hire by the leading of the Holy Ghost.
Hiring with intent.
If the Holy Ghost tells me, like, I will pray, take their names when I do interviews, I'll pray with your name. If I have a release in my spirit to hire you, I will hire you. And I'll take you. If you do anything at the end of the day that would prompt me to fire you, I'll fire you. Go, enjoy.
You don't ask the Holy Ghost first.
Before firing.
Yeah.
So many times the Holy Ghost will tell me to fire, and out of sentiment I'll keep. This even happened very recently. The Holy Ghost told me, this person, fire this person.
And go.
I kept her for 3 months until she did so many things that I was like, I've had it up to here. And then even when the Holy Ghost told me, I told her, I said, what are you planning to do something? Because God told me to fire you. Everybody was laughing in the studio.
If I was there, I would laugh.
So, so I mean, but I've just learned, even though people still break agreements, make sure you have an agreement. I think another thing I've learned is you need to pay well. You need to pay well. You need to pay well to keep people around and make sure your people look and feel relevant. Make sure. I like when my staff is able, when I see my girls come to the office with lashes, nails, bust down, bone straight. I'm like, good. This means that you are earning well, and this is your full-time job. This is your full-time. It means you're earning well. So,
But if you say pay well, I
Yes.
believe that you pay people based on their what was it called? Their
Work level.
Their work level.
that's 100%. For instance, now I stopped paying interns. My internships are no longer paid.
I think I'm going to start that too.
So I stopped. So if you're coming to intern here, I will give you sign your agreements. I'll tell you the number of days in a week you're meant to come and the duration of your internship. And if you do not, I'm about to share something that is meant to be paid.
You can.
But if anything happens and you break the agreements, there's a repercussion for it.
Oh, there's a bond.
Absolutely.
Yes. So I no longer pay interns. If you're interning, you are not earning. I'm very kind. Many times in the office, things we can just be sharing food for no reason. We can just be sharing bonuses.
And I'll ask you to
for
bring
no reason.
food whenever you're coming to my class.
But I usually bring food. I've brought food
you
one or
have
two
to do
times.
that one.
But I've brought food one or two times. Tosin, please don't.
Okay, quick one. There's a question I need to ask.
Yes.
There was someone that I'm aware. I know that happened. I think with you. Oh my, yeah. I'm actually really familiar with that with you. There was a time
The person that worked for me.
Yeah, there was a time that you made a change in the way your whole brand looked, the way your Instagram page looks, and all that.
What's fostered that
Yeah.
change? It's like I already knew what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I think you are now crazy with videography, photography, and all that. How do you do the magic? Okay, I know.
At least you can
Hey,
see
do
my
you tell
flowers.
people that you actually learn photography from me?
Now you've told everybody. You've told, but I tell whoever cares to hear that. Tosin is my boss.
No. You should have a cloth and print my name on it. And
Of course. No, I will have a placard now. I learned photography from Tosin. Everybody go to Tosin.
So what brought about all of that?
I just wanted more. I just wanted more. I just got to a point where I felt like I was very repetitive in my routine. Everything was the same every day. Take your phone, make videos. I felt like I wanted a standout feature, which I think I got. Even though right now it has inspired so many other people to,
Do the
same thing, which is amazing. But I love the fact that it did what it was supposed to do for my brand. I wanted something to make the brand stand out, and that was what happened.
In as much as I like your growth, one thing I don't like about it is the fact that you make videos that I can't make now, and in summer.
So sorry.
So do you want to tell? Okay, but if you wish to share, who taught you how to do those magic on camera? I know I taught you photography. I'm saying it again.
Who told you
Okay.
videography well?
Guys, Tosin taught me photography, which I'm still going back to retouch one of these days with remuneration of jollof rice and chicken.
Do you have to say that?
If I must say that you taught me, then I must say everything.
Put that in on paper.
Even though I must say everything.
Okay.
So he taught me photography. I know a lot. My head is full with information.
She's always disturbing me every night.
And I'm still going back.
She doesn't come for
I'm
class.
going back
She doesn't come for class during the day. She was
Night
Josh,
class.
can
We
we
needed
push it to the
to,
night?
we are both busy. We are both busy. I'll tell him I want to come.
Speak for
Tosin,
yourself.
he'll tell me he's shooting. And when he'll tell me to come to class, I'll tell him I'm busy. Please, this is the time I can come. I'll come to the class. I'll be sleeping, dozing. Guys, it took
I
a lot.
have a lot of videos of it.
It took a lot for me to learn. But for videography, I don't think I'm interested in sharing. I'll just say,
Love it.
open up your mind. Get yourself a camera. Sit down in front of the camera. Find a way to navigate the workings. Download an app or a software. Learn about the interface. Pray.
Omoye, what are you doing? Download an app. Learn about the
interface. And pray that the Lord will help
I
you.
love what you're doing because most of the time when I see people saying, oh, there's this sort of fashion training and all, I know deep down within myself that I didn't learn fashion designing with just one person inspiring me. Like I widen my scope. You know what? I'm seeing this internationally. I want to get to do it to my brand. Do you get what I mean? So I like what you're doing. That just teach yourself basically.
Yeah.
Open your mind. Don't just think that is spoon feeding. You cannot be spoon fed this kind of thing. You have to have that passion for it. Yeah.
So to kind of wrap things up, you people you're in an industry where you have to work with several other creatives, several other vendors. Like you were even saying earlier, where you are adjusting clothes. How do you maintain, or are there been situations where
Like
you
a
are
good working relationship.
Yes, good working relationship with people you meet on set. I'm very sure sometimes when you're doing makeup, somebody's doing the hair. When you're like Tosin said, when you're adjusting dress, the photographer is complaining. So have there been scenarios where you had a rift, and this is to both of you, and maybe the Kalak can start first, where you had a rift with a particular vendor, and like you could not sort it out that time, and it just even move to bad energy continuously. Maybe when you guys see at other events, like
I don't think makeup artists will. Do you guys have that experience?
Having when you have a
Yeah.
rift, well, people do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a sister that's a hairstylist, and she has once told me about how she and the makeup artist.
They're always fight.
So the sister of yours,
come back.
she said something
Exactly.
about me.
Even she and Tosin.
They all.
Yes, she and Tosin as well.
I mean, I didn't even remember it.
I was just here thinking you guys don't have that problem.
No,
Guess
no,
what?
no,
Guess
no.
what? The person that is here thinking you guys don't have that problem actually have the problem with me.
Really?
Yes.
No. So let me explain. So
Confession.
firstly, weddings are so unpredictable, guys. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
emotions everywhere. This minute the bride is in tears, you are changing the makeup. Do you get reducing timeline? So I just feel like we need to have very much mutual respect for each other. Because for a set that is lasting the entire day and you're already grumbling from the beginning, do you get? So we need to understand each other's space and have respect. For example, if Tosi is taking pictures now and I want my own content person to take videos, we would definitely clash in that area. But he knows that it's for the greater good. Do you get? So we've come to realize that, see, I understand your space. You don't take pictures. As soon as you take 1, 2, 3, please let's quickly enter and take some kind videos. Because anyway, gone are the days when pictures used to come out 3 months later. Now
They are
you guys
wiser now.
You guys have grown to the extent that images are coming out the next day.
Yeah.
Even that same day.
Seriously?
If you love that bride toasting, you will release images that evening.
Wait. I used to do that in my early days.
So
Not
you
right
changed.
now. Yeah, I don't do that.
A lot of you people, I know, a lot of you people are trying to be very professional.
How have you been able to like work with people?
Because
Because you guys are
See,
creative.
to be honest,
I was in a space, just a quick one.
Okay.
I was in a space and I don't want to mention name, and a videographer was like, oh, you know what? He doesn't like how these other videographers has made videography down, watered down. That's
content creation.
To them, it feels like, why are you doing wait and get? Do you get? And he also mentioned him that why are you doing wait and get? It doesn't. You don't have to do that. You collect it. Like it's really making them feel like they are not working, or which they take their own time to want to make sure that everything is perfect.
production.
But we are already in that space whereby, you know what, everybody wants to drop content. If you as a videographer, you're not dropping, me as a fashion designer,
dropped it.
I'm dropping. Omoye is even carrying camera that is even bigger than everybody on there dropping. Do you get? So everybody wants to quickly move on from a particular job. That's another thing I want to impute there. So for me, that's why you see that when you go on Imagine's page, you cannot see one design replicated twice. So I do a design like everybody can continue that. Do you get? You can take inspiration from that and then I move on. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So we all want to like seal up and be sure that
Keep it
we've
moving.
been expressive enough about that particular job and then we move on. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But in the course of being expressive enough to move on in the particular job, I think so many vendors use their own to affect all others. Because I can tell you for a fact, in this industry, I can tell you that I don't think I've seen someone that is far patient like me. I take a whole lot of nonsense.
But Tosin,
Sorry for using that word. No.
She has
I'm
something
coming.
to say.
I'm coming.
Tosin,
I'm coming. Wait.
you are saying you are very
Wait,
patient. You
wait.
take a lot.
Wait.
Tosin, your facial expression does not say thank you.
Yeah, I have that problem.
Hey,
I have that problem.
thank you very
But guess what?
much.
Guess what? Choose one. Words and facial expression. Choose one.
Yo, I'm telling you that
There's some facial expression that you
Do you know there's something about me? First of all, my facial expression is
stagnant. It doesn't move.
is on-
It's generally zero.
Very bitchy.
Generally.
because I used to tell
You
I
think-
used to
you
tell
think
people that
he's
are
mean.
people that are up and I used to tell people
Exactly.
that are up and coming in wedding industry that you cannot grow like me and get jobs because I'm too strict. I'm not strict like in person,
Yeah.
but my facial expression is just like that. Like all my used to be like, Josh, you just be forming like I see you guys. You are not. And all that. So going back to the point whereby people actually press your neck. I'm
You look paid.
okay. One
Maybe
instant.
you should
Thank you.
get
I'm going to talk about
Please
me.
don't talk about me.
Talk about me and you. Yes,
Problem.
there was a time we had a bride together, and you
Yes.
came to meet me. You were like, Josh, you did not bring background. I was like, Uga, Egbami. There's something.
Sorry, I've grown to
No. I actually understand.
Yeah.
I understand the fact that there's a way you want your pictures to look.
Yeah.
And you came to me to ask me for the background because we have a level of relationship and all that. But to me, I first of all took it as Kilagbe, Kileju. Like, are you giving me your-
interpretation, please.
Oh, sorry, you're not Yoruba, but you used to claim that you
sorry.
understand Yoruba. Then I was like, okay. Then the next thing
What did you bring?
exactly. Then the next thing I saw that you have already booked background.
You didn't.
I don't joke. I don't joke with my work. So that's the thing.
No,
That's
now
why I'm saying that-
you don't
okay.
joke with your work.
Okay.
Perfect. But to me, if I understand
They
it,
brought it that day.
if I
I
understand,
can't even remember this day. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
this day is talking
no,
about.
you actually
because I
you
used to step on
see.
toes.
I like the fact that you said my facial expression is fire. I will work on that. Please. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. But here's the thing: it's not even the background that is a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a problem with the background, but I was just like, well, I understand the fact that you want your stuff and all that, but I don't really like too much control. The reason is because I have what I want to create for this wedding. You have what you want to create for this wedding.
Yeah.
Then me, I will see something. Tosin
I
Josh.
have something
See
to
something.
say
I have
about
something to
it.
Tosin Josh.
Yeah.
I will always give you your space.
Yeah. So Tosin, did
So
you
you
talk
came.
about
Wait.
Yeah.
You came with your team.
Yeah.
You have a content creator. I think there are two. I was even thinking there
Hey.
are different
Tosin,
content creators.
Why are you casting me? Yeah.
then suddenly, so I was frustrated because you guys, they will soon leave the hotel and you guys have taken your stuff. And if you
Hey.
know me
Tosin,
as a
we're
wedding
taking
photographer,
this thing together.
I know. See, if you're saying we're taking together, phone and camera are different. We were taking it together. Do you know how many phones I have to remove in post?
Yeah.
And you're making videos, I'm taking still. I used to think that maybe videography is actually more difficult than pictures. Then I get to find out that I'm not even saying this because I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
That pictures is far more difficult than videography.
I
In the
disagree.
sense that it's fine for you to disagree. Yeah, it's fine for you to disagree. In the sense that I have to bring all of this emotion in one frame.
Yeah, I like that you're talking about this now. One thing I've grown to learn in this our space is that because I now know to have mutual respect for my fellow vendor, I tend to pick up my phone before the wedding. Hello, Toby. Hello, Tosin.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
good.
for tomorrow's wedding, I think I want a backdrop. What do you think?
Whoa,
Do you get
that's-
it?
that's-
Yeah.
that's
That's so
great.
much improvement.
I had a bride here one day very recently, and then I reached out to Toby. I said, oh, you know what? I think we need a backdrop. Bukola, that one is on you. I said, okay, just get it. And I didn't want it to start with their background, do you get, or their ambience, basically. I wanted it to start with that backdrop. And it gave that video life, basically, do you get? So I'm known to pick up my phone to say, oh, Tosin, the job we have tomorrow, just bring backdrop. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So instead of trying to like now solve the problem there and
On
there.
the day. Yeah.
I think I love the fact that you improved to an extent that you understood. That day that I was talking about, I actually I touched one of your content creator, and she was like, "Don't touch me." Then the next thing I said that you guys have been disturbing me since. I said nothing. It seems I made reference. I was looking straight like this, but I was seeing Bukola. I didn't want to look at Bukola's face because I know I'm already talking towards Bukola's side.
Towards us.
Yeah, in as much as I understand and I respect you and all that, sometimes I still have to talk a bit. But I guess what stand out for me right now is the fact that you said that you improved to an extent that you call before.
That's why I was talking
So
about.
before I would see it, I see it as disrespect before.
Yes, that's
But
what I
now,
was talking
I
about.
don't really see
mutual
it like
respect.
And I think that is exactly what the podcast is for.
Yeah.
To be able to have these discussions with
Yes,
each other.
yes.
And when you remembered something you were going to quickly share.
I
We've
think,
spoken
yeah, it
about
has to do with
Yeah.
this whole, especially working together. The question you asked, I have never had any issues with anybody. I think I'm the person that if I
Holy
walk into
Ghost.
a room,
You
no,
pray.
no, wow,
Find a room before
really,
Honestly,
really.
I feel like you have that problem because cameras zoom in, zoom out. But with us, do you get what I
she
mean?
has a camera.
She has a camera, so
Okay.
she has that zoom in.
But I
feature.
do have the problem, though. I do have it.
But there's a way you capture your things that it just.
I just
don't
nobody.
affect.
I beg. Sometimes I'm like, please. There's sometimes that there's a content creator or even a photographer in front of me. Maybe photographer's boy. Maybe the person holding a light
Assistant
or the
photographer.
assist, the person holding another camera, taking pictures from another angle. You are right in front of me. I want to say this.
Yeah.
Having a camera also puts me somewhere. I noticed that
Oh,
when they look at my hand,
Besides you different.
and it's not my phone. It's like, okay, she's shooting something important.
Were you booked to come and handle camera?
It doesn't matter. I must get my content.
And it's true.
But then when I walk into a room, like even generally, just maybe while the bride is getting ready or whatever, even if it's just a client, when I walk into the room, as long as I'm the person walking into the room and I meet people in the room, I greet everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good. I said that good morning. I might not know your name.
Thing. Yeah.
But good morning, good morning, good morning. Because I see so many people walk into rooms.
And they won't greet.
They're just photographers, very rude. They just go straight
mention
to the bride.
CJ,
Bride.
take your
Bride.
bullet.
Thank you.
Hey,
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
there is a makeup artist doing makeup.
No,
oh.
mention name.
They will act like you are invincible.
Oh my God, what you just said right now is very, very key.
Greet
There was
everybody.
a time that I had to train my staff differently on that. Me, I know that once I walk into a room, I would come and say hi to you because I mean we are all vendors. You get, but my staff.
Thank you.
There is imagine by
We
people,
are
all our
imagine,
people.
yeah.
You get, and they just walk in and they don't greet anyone. Or they will just say hi to the bride that has been coming to fit that they are very
That they are familiar with,
I
yes.
have to be holding, yeah. So whenever they want to go for any form of bride, the Saturday, that Friday, we will just have a call. Please, when you go there,
Greet.
do you get? You have to greet everybody, mommy or dad, anybody you see in that
Humble
room.
yourself.
Just be very humble.
Just greet.
Do you get? Yeah.
One thing about greeting is that it's not always a matter of being humble. Like
The
me.
funny thing
It's
is, even
what?
if
But it
it
shows
No, let me
respect.
talk about
the funny
me.
thing is,
It
even if
shows-
person greets you,
Wait,
you
let me
be
talk
like,
about me.
Does
Let
he
me
really
talk
Want to
greet
greet
me?
me?
Let me, no. Let me
Don't
talk about
say,
let me talk
don't
about
say.
me. I'm a very shy person. I don't give it outside. My outside give proud. My inside is shy.
Okay.
While I was in secondary school, I don't walk alone. I walk with my guys. So and my guys know to an extent that if they are not there, they know say if Josh stay for that place, you know go ever come out there because it's fucking shy, but you will not see it. So now, I mean, coming into on a wedding day, wedding money, it's not like as if I don't want to greet you,
But you're just shy.
but I don't know where to pick it from.
Start from.
Just say good morning.
See something.
You can say
Even-
good morning,
Look at
everybody.
me.
Loud
No,
enough for
I
everybody
used to
to
be like
hear.
that, not anymore. Even the bride, I don't know how to greet
The
the
last bride we had just 2 weeks ago, you did not greet me when you walked into that room.
You see?
Come on, yeah, wait,
This was just 2
wait,
weeks
wait.
ago.
Is there anything he has done?
Wait, as my friend.
Tosin did not.
Wait,
I was in the
wait,
room.
as my
He
friend,
walked
right?
into the room. Perfect was not there, but he walked in with him and his guys.
Wow.
They didn't
Nobody
greet.
greeted anybody.
sure about
Going
that?
forward.
Good morning, bride.
Wait, I have a picture.
Oh, only
I have
the
a
bride
picture
is your
of you.
concern.
Right is the one they can
I have a picture of you.
Going
You were
forward.
bending and you were making
You
up.
didn't greet me.
Did
You
you
see,
greet her?
you didn't greet
Is
me.
it the picture?
So that's your takeaway from the podcast.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
we are going to hold you. We are
Because
going to
at
hold
some
you
point,
accountable.
my
to
girls
it.
will now tell me that people I'm like we greeted they just did not hear. How are you greeting and they're not hearing you?
Yeah.
I think I'll work better on that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll greet and you guys will be tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
So really, that's the whole point of this conversation and the podcast, to be able
Yeah.
to air your mind,
Yeah.
talk outside of work. And see, if you guys had brought it on set now, it might have been an issue, but now everybody's sorting it out.
Yeah.
And everything is going on smoothly.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming again,
You're
Omoye
welcome.
and Bukola. Thank you so much for coming.
I wish this conversation can continue.
Can be longer.
Yeah.
If we continue like this, we won't
Continue
end this,
with-
we won't end this whole thing.
So
Thank you guys for actually coming. I know you guys are.
With your strong face that we even still came here.
We indulged.
You're welcome.
No, I know when I came to meet you, I told Perfect. Perfect is my friend actually. So let me stop saying.
You have to talk.
I was like, these people, I actually like these people. I brought this idea to these people, and even
They
Kola
bought it.
gave me some
Tips.
and all of that. I said, I really like that. I said, I like the fact that people actually want to talk. People are not that difficult. But the only problem is that we are not talking. And I've been practicing talking.
Yeah.
Like if you talk about talking, this is a me problem. Me, I don't talk. I've always been silent, but recently I've been talking and all of that. And I really appreciate you guys for coming out of your busy schedule. You've been on your phone since. I know you have something you're even running back to right now.
Yeah.
I know more star ladies traveling the world.
I receive it in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
I know
That's
what
the
you say.
spirit.
Thank you guys for this
You're
episode.
welcome.
It was fun. And for our audience, I know you guys, I hope you guys learn a lot from this. And Bukola actually dropped
Hey God,
Gems.
I hope my team will not hold me.
Gems.
raw tips. I hope we can repay her someday. Thank you guys for
You're
coming.
welcome.
All right.
Bye.
So thank you for joining us on this episode. Please do not forget to follow and like us across all social media platforms at The Unfiltered Creatives on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and also look out for more episodes. We are going to bring out the next episode very soon, and watch out for very, very amazing creatives and vendors and talent that we're going to be bringing on this show. See you next time.